Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Right. So this is what we were discussing, right? So let me recall. So curve fitting is all about finding a best fit to the finding a curve which is best fit to the given data. By the word best fit means it is as much as close to the given data points. So for that we are using the method of least squares. Okay, so by using the method of least squares, okay, we are defining a error function by finding the sum of the squares of deviation from each data point to the actual point. So that is an error function. And if you are trying to fit a straight line curve which is in the form y equal to a0 plus a1x, then that error function will be in terms of two unknowns, a0 and a1. So we want the error function to be minimum. That means we are trying to find out a0 and a1 at which epsilon is least, epsilon is taking the least value. So for that we used maxima and minima techniques in the functions of several variable concepts. Then after that we got a system of linear equations like this, okay, where n refers to the number of data points. Okay, so these set of system of linear equations are called normal equations, I said. So these are the normal equations for the straight line curve fitting. Okay. Okay, so similarly we can derive normal equations for parabolic curve fitting. Okay, so let us say we want to fit a curve of the form y equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square. This is a second degree polynomial. Previously a0 plus a1x is a first degree polynomial. Okay, so the data may be like this. The data may be like this. You may want to fit a parabolic curve, okay, which is best fits to the given data. Okay, so you apply the similar procedure. You compute the deviations from the expected value to the actual value. Okay, then take the sum of squares of the deviations. Then it will be in terms of a0, a1 and a2. See, f of xk is a0 plus a1 xk plus a2 xk square. F of x is this, f of xk will be a0 plus a1 xk plus a2 xk square minus yk whole square. So it will be a function of three unknowns, a0, a1 and a2, a0, a1 and a2, because xk, yk are all known values. Okay, so if you want to minimize this function, okay, what you did for the function of two variables, same thing you do for the function of three variables. You differentiate g with respect to a0 equal to 0, differentiate g with respect to a1 equal to 0, differentiate g with respect to a2 equal to 0. Okay, then we will get three equations. Okay, so when I'm differentiating g with respect to a0, see two times of this expression, and this expression with respect to a0 is 1 equal to 0. So when I'm differentiating this with respect to a1, okay, derivative of expression equal to derivative to each term. So two times of this expression. Again, this expression derivative with respect to a1, a0 derivative with respect to a1 is 0, a2 derivative with respect to a1 is 0, a1 derivative with respect to a1 is 1. So multiplied with xk. So xk is multiplied. Similarly, when you are differentiating with respect to a2, two times of this expression, a0 derivative with respect to a0, a1 derivative with respect to a2 0, a2 derivative with respect to a2 is 1. So xk square will remain. Okay, so then when you take the sigma to each term and simplify, okay, you can divide with 2 on both sides. So sigma a0 is n a0, okay, a1 into sigma xk, sigma is running over k only, a1 into sigma xk plus a2 into sigma xk square equal to, I have taken this minus sigma yk to right hand side sigma yk. Again 2 can be removed, multiply with xk, so a0 into sigma xk plus a1 into sigma xk square plus a2 into sigma xk cube equal to, so right hand side term sigma xk yk. So again you can remove this 2 here, a0 into sigma xk square a naught into sigma xk square plus a1 into sigma xk cube, a1 into sigma xk cube plus a2 into sigma xk power 4 equal to sigma xk square into yk, sigma xk square into yk. So these three equations, these three linear equations together forms a system of linear equations. So these are the normal equations for the parabolic curve fitting. So in a similar way, you can find out normal equations for any given curve of the form. Okay. Did you understand this? How to get normal equations for a parabolic curve or a second degree polynomial? Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so just note down. Okay, so it is similar to that of straight line curve fitting, and write down the normal equations, and this is easy to remember also. Na naught, a naught, a1, a2, Na naught sigma xk square, sigma xk will come here, sigma xk square, sigma xk cube, xk yk, sigma xk square, sigma xk cube, sigma x power 4, xk square yk. So here unknowns are a naught, a1 and a2. Shall I proceed? Copied? Finished? Because in exams you may be asked to derive normal equations for a straight line bit, derive normal equations with parabolic bit like that. Should we do problems now? Can you please respond?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Now, note down this problem. All of you note down this problem. Predict y at x equal to 5 by fitting a least square straight line to the following data. Note down this data. So after finding the straight line fit, you are asked to predict the y value at x equal to 5. 5 is in between 4 and 6. Data copied. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Y values 1.8, 1.5, 1.4, 1.1, 1.1, 0.9. Shall I proceed? Okay. So, what are the normal equations? What are the normal equations for a straight line fit? So, assume that y equal to shall we write it as a plus bx or a naught plus a naught plus a1x be the straight line equation which is best fit to the given data, which is best fit to the given data. Okay, so by the principle of least squares, by least squares method, or you may write like that, by the least squares method, the normal equations for y equal to a naught plus a1x is given by, just rewrite those normal equations again. N into a naught plus a1 into sigma xi or xk, doesn't matter. Xi equal to sigma yi a naught into sigma xi plus a1 into sigma xi square equal to sigma xi value, where n refers to the number of data points. Okay, so where sorry. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to prepare a table. Okay, so what is the table should contain? The table should contain xi, yi, xi square, xi into yi. Am I right? And when you take each column sum, then you will get sigma xi. This column sum will give sigma yi. This column sum will give sigma xi square. This column sum will give sigma xi yi. Can you tell me that x values once? 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What are y values? Can you tell me?
1.8, 1.5,
Okay.
1.4, 1.1,
Okay.
1.1, 0.9.
Now take your calculator and take the square of each term. Tell me those values. What is 1.8 square?
3.24.
3.24. 1.5 is 2.25, yes. 1.4 is 1.96, I guess. This is 1.21, 1.2, 0.8. Am I right? What about xi into yi? This is 3.6. Am I right? 0. This is 6.0.
Sir,
Any mistake?
xi square, no, you have taken yi square.
Y square.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I realized my mistake. I have to take a square of x values, right? So it has to be 4, 16, 36, 64, 100, 144. I agree. So what is xi yi? What is 6 into 1.4? 8.4, huh? 8.24. 8.8, 7, 10.8. Am I right? So now take each.
4. Not 8.24.
8.4, sir.
Which one?
1.4 into 6.
1.4 into 6 is 8.4, correct. 8.4. What about each column sum? 30, 36, 40, 42. This is sigma xi. What about this? Can you tell me? Eight point two. How much? 13, 17, 19.
7.8.
7.8. 7.8. That is sigma yi. What about sigma xi square?
364, sir.
Sigma xi square. What is sigma xi yi?
48.6.
Okay. So therefore you solve the system. Okay. Then how many data points are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 data points. 6 into a naught plus A1 into sigma xi. That means 42 into A1 equal to sigma ya. What is sigma ya? 7.8. Next A0 into, so 48, 42 A0 plus A1 into sigma xi square, 364. A1 equal to sigma xi into ya, 48.6. Okay, use your calculator and input these coefficients. We have an option called equation in your calculator. When you press mode, I think press mode or shift mode, you just see. In that you will see option of solving system of linear equations like an, x1 and so on. Input there. Every time input the value and e press equal to 6 equal to 42 equal to 7.8 equal to 40, 42 equal to 364 equal to 48.6 equal to. So when you input these values in the matrix, what are the values you will get? Please tell me. Five.
5.
Okay. Therefore, what is the equation? Therefore, the straight line equation is y equal to a0 plus a1x, 1.9 minus 0.085 x. Now you are asked to predict the y value at x equal to 5. So substitute x equal to 5 there. Compute this value. What is that? Are you doing it? What is that value at x equal to 5?
1.475.
1.57.
475, sir.
47. Okay. So we were able to predict the value of y at a given value of x. So at 5, we are able to get 1.475 as a value. Okay. All of you note down the next problem. Fit a least squares parabola to the following data. Fit a least squares parabola to the following data. Note down these values. Fit a least squares parabola to the following data. Copied. Zero, 0.2, 0.4, 0.7, 0.9, 1.016 y values, 0.768, 0.648, 0.401, 0.272, 0.193. Shall I go to the next page?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll go on the next problem. So write down the normal equations for the parabolic fit. Okay, so the normal equations. So the parabolic curve fitting of the form. To the given data. What are the normal equations? Na0 plus A1 sigma xi plus A2 sigma xi square equal to sigma yi A0 sigma xi plus A1 sigma xi square plus A2 sigma xi cube equal to sigma xi yi A0 sigma xi square plus A1 sigma xi cube plus A2 sigma xi power 4 equal to sigma xi square y. Okay. So we prepare a table for all these values: xi, yi, xi square, xi cube, xi power 4, xi yi, some gap. Okay, now you prepare, you find out all these values in a tabular form. Then you substitute these values in the equations. Okay, so x values are 0.0 to 1.0. Y values 1.016, 0.768, 0.648, 0.401, 0.272, 0.193. You may fix the number of decimals to 4 because when you take up to x power 4, the decimals will be more. So you just round off the decimals to 4 decimals. Number of decimals to 4. Fix the number of decimals to 4 and write down the calculated values. Take your time, but do it accurately.
Sir, it's 0.7 and 0.9 in the question, xi.
Oh, really? Let me see. Okay, 0.024791. Okay. 791. Okay, got it. So the data need not be equally spaced. Okay. Right. So I will do one thing meanwhile, but you use your calculator. Use your calculator only, because in exams you are supposed to use the calculator only. But for the time being, I'll be using something else. So I prepared an Excel table formula and arrived to these values. Did you get these values, similar values? All the decimals are rounded to 4. Is your values matching with this table?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when this is the table, you just substitute these values in the normal equations and write down. Write down the normal equations. Therefore, so how many data points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data points. So 6 A0 plus A1 into sigma xi. That means 3.2 into A1 plus A2 into sigma xi square. That means 2.5 into A2 equal to sigma ya. 3.3420. Next sigma A0 into sigma xi. That means 3.2 A0 plus 2.5 A1 plus xi A0 xi square xi cube. So 2.144 A2 equal to sigma xi ya. 1.1313. Next 2.5 A0 plus 2.144 A1 plus xi power 4 1.9234 A2 equal to sigma xi power xi square ya 0.7442. Okay, so these are the normal equations. So input these values in the calculator. You can solve 3 by 3 system also and tell me the values of A0, A1 and A2.
$1.035.
A0.
035.
1.350 na?
7, sir.
035 ఉంది sir. A1 is minus 1.14.
1400 na?
6, 8, sir.
What about A0? What is the fourth list?
7, sir. 4 is 7.
A2?
0.3191.
3191.
Yes.
Okay, so A0 is 1.0357, A1 is minus 1.1468, A2 is 0.391. Okay, therefore the second degree polynomial or curve, parabolic curve fitting is given. A0 plus A1x plus A2x square 1.0357 minus 1.1468x plus 0.3191 x square. Okay, here we are not asked to find out any value of y for a given value of x. We are just asked to find out the equation of the curve. Is it fine? So all the problems are similar to this only on straight line fit and parabolic curve fitting. You just have to prepare the table, write down the normal equations correctly, substitute in that, and solve the system. Is it fine? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Now note down the next problem. All of you note down fourth problem. Second one you can take it as a homework. I will post it in the group. Okay, fine. Quadratic equation is second degree equation only. All of you note down fourth problem. Copied? Shall we go solve this problem? No? Notice that it is we're asked to fit a exponential curve. It is not a straight line curve. It is not a straight line. It is not a parabolic curve. We're asked to fit a exponential curve. And after fitting the curve, we are asked to predict the value of the dose radiation at x equal to 3000. 3000 is in between 1200 to 4400 feet. Shall I proceed? Copy this table.
Yes.
And remember, whenever a problem is given like this, don't think that first row is always independent variable x, second row is dependent variable y, not like that. Depending on the problem, depending on the nature of the problem, you identify which one is independent, which one is dependent. In this case, is radiation depending on the altitude or altitude depending on the radiation?
Radiation depends on altitude.
So in this case, y is depending on x. Okay. So and you're asked to fit an exponential curve. Okay. So how to fit an exponential curve? Okay. Exponential curve fitting. Exponential curve fitting. Okay. So let us say we want to put let y equal to a e power bx. Okay, be the exponential curve, equation of the exponential curve, which best fits to the given data. Let us say problem number 4. Okay, so we want to find out a and b such that the sum of squares of the error is minimum. Okay, but we know normal equations only for polynomial equation like first degree equation, second degree equation. We haven't seen writing normal equations for exponential or some other curve. Okay, so idea is to bring this to one of those forms. How can I do that? Sorry, a e power px.
Taking log.
Correct. If you take logarithm on both sides, always take natural logarithm. Natural logarithm is to the base e. In some of the books, you may see log to the base 10. Don't take log to the base 10. Always by default, you take to the base e logarithm only. So this will be log of a e power px. Okay. So this is log a plus log e power px. So that means log y is equals to log a plus bx. Log e to the base is 1. So can I write this as capital Y equal to a plus bx? Capital Y equal to a plus bx. Now is it not a first degree equation? Y equal to a naught plus a1x form, right? Where okay, a equal to log a, y equal to log y. So write down the normal equations for this straight line equation form. Find out capital A and small b. Once you got capital A, how do you get small a? Taking exponential on both sides. E power a will be equal to a. Do you agree? Okay. Agreed or not? Therefore, the normal equations for 2 are can you please tell me the formula? What will be the normal equations for y equal to a plus bx? N into a naught. Instead of a naught, what you are having? Capital A plus a1 into, that is b into sigma xi equal to sigma capital yi. Okay, next a into sigma xi plus b into sigma xi square equal to sigma xi yi capital yi. Therefore, you prepare the table for this. Okay, so xi yi will be the given data. But from yi, what you have to prepare? From yi, you have to prepare capital yi. Yi equal to ln yi. Next, you have to find out xi square. Next, you have to find out xi into capital yi. Okay. So, copy the values. Can you tell me those values? What are x values? 50, 450, 780, 50, 450, 780, 1200, 4400, 4800, 1200, 4400, 4800, 5300. What are the corresponding y values? 28, 30, 32, 28, 30, 32, 36, 51, 58, 36, 51, 58, 69. Use ln button. Use ln button in your calculator. Use ln button in your calculator and find out these values. Can you please tell me one by one what is ln 28? I'll note down. ln 28.
3.332.
3.33.
3.
33.
Round off to 4 decimals. 3.33.
2.
22.
22. Okay. ln 30.
3.4012.
4012. ln 32.
3.4657.
ln 31.
3.433.
3.432.
433. 334.
4332.
Sir, it isn't 31.
39.
Can you please repeat?
It's not 31, sir.
For 1200.
36, sir.
Okay, 36. So for 36, what is ln 36?
3.5835.
ln 51.
3.9318.
ln 58.
4.0604.
ln 69.
4.2341.
Okay. So xi square 2500. 450 square. Hmm.
202500.
202500. Hmm. Okay. 78 square. 780 square. Sorry.
6084.
8400. No?
6084.
80846. Can you please repeat?
6084.
60.
8060.
60, sir.
60.
No, sir, it's 60, not 80.
60.
8400.
Hmm. 00. 1200. Okay. 44. 4400 square. 44 square. And 4 zeros.
1936.
1936.
4 zeros. 48 square.
2304. 4 zeros.
53 square.
2809.
Xi into yi. Xi into ln yi. Capital yi this is. Xi into ln. Xi into ln. Xi into ln. What is the first one? 50 into 2500. Oh, sorry, 50 into 3.3322. 50 into 3.3322. Can you tell me these values? The last column. What is 50 into capital YI?
$166.61.
166.61. Next.
And 530.54.
Next.
273.703.
2.
703.2460.
2460. Next, 1200 into 3.5835.
4300.200.
200. Next.
17299. Point 9200. 19489. Point 9200. 22440. Point 7300.
Next step is to find out each column sum. I think we don't need sigma yi. We want sigma capital yi. Second column you can skip. You just want the remaining columns. Second column we don't need. What is sigma xi value?
One 16980.
So 16980. This is sigma xi. Next sigma capital yi.
26.0089.
sigma xi square.
Seven two seven 43400.
72743 43
Four
44
double zero.
00 7274340. Okay. Next, sigma xi into capital Y.
Six seven nine three one. 0.1660.
67931. Okay. So once you have these column sums, you substitute these values in the data points are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 data points. Okay. So therefore 7 into please can you tell me the values? 7 A0, 7 capital A, 7 capital A, 7 capital A plus sigma xi 16980 into D is equal to sigma yi 26.0089 26.0089 and 16980A plus sigma xi square 727434 72743400B is equal to 67931 67931.166. Okay, so solve the above equations. You will get A equal to e power A is equals to and B value. Use your calculator.
3.3434.
3434. What is B value?
0.0002.
0.2202.
0002.
No?
0002.
Triple zero. Okay. So when e power a equal to like this, is this e power a or what? Sorry, there is a mistake. What is capital A? Capital A means ln a. Capital A means ln a. So what is a then? What is small a?
$28.3152.
20
$28.3152.
3150.
52, sir.
52. Okay. So therefore, the required equation is y equal to a e power bx equal to a e power bx implies y equal to a 28.3152 into b e power bx e power b 0.0002 x. Okay. Therefore, what you're asked to find out altitude, radiation at an altitude of 3000 feet. Okay. So radiation at an altitude of 3000 feet. So but substitute x equal to 3000 in the exponential. Okay. So find out the value. So what is this value? Round off to the nearest integer. Round off to the nearest integer. Hmm?
51.5937.
59 means approximately 22. Hmm?
51.
Is it 22? You're telling 21.59, no?
51, sir.
51.
51. So 51.59. So approximately 52. So let us see. So at a height of 3000 feet, the height of 3000 feet, we are getting a mean radiation of 52. Is that correct? Because these values are increasing and we have an exponential behavior. So
Getting
natural.
45.
Hmm?
I'm getting 45.1704.
1200, 4400, 36, 51. So can I expect a value between 36 and 51 at a 3000 height? That's a natural, right?
I'm getting 45.
35 point
45.
45.
45. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think that is somewhat meaningful from the data, right? Because we were expecting a value between 36 and 51 because 3000 is in between 1200 to 4400, right? Others also got the same value, around 45. Hmm? For these values only, no? 45. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Right. So that's how we'll be finding normal equations, even though the equation is not in the polynomial form, we'll try to bring to one of the standard form of the curve and write down the normal equations accordingly. Okay, so there are some more types of normal equations, okay, which you see here. Okay, this is also called exponential curve only. This is another form of the exponential curve. Y equal to a power a b power x, a b power x. It is not y a e power bx. It may be y a power bx. In this case also you can take logarithm on both sides. Log y equal to log a plus x into log b, and if you take log y equal to capital Y, log a equal to capital A, log b equal to capital B, you will be finding okay, table normal equations for this equation. You can write down the normal equations accordingly, right? See, the symbols are also important. How many columns you are going to prepare for this equation? Xi, yi will be given 2 columns. After that, you have to prepare. I think this is small x only. I think this is small x only. Okay. Then you have to prepare log ya xi into log ya and xi square. Okay. So similar to that. So only thing you have to find out capital A and capital B. Capital A, capital B. Okay. So small a, small b can be obtained by taking the exponentials of capital A and capital B. Okay. So similarly, the other form of the curve, which is called geometric curve, it is called y equal to a x power b. So if you take logarithm on both sides, log y equal to log a plus b log x. So you can call it as capital Y, capital A plus b into capital X. Okay, in this case you have to find out columns like this. Xi yi will be given, log xi you have to prepare, log yi you have to prepare, and you have to prepare log xi whole square. Okay, log xi into log yi. These two curves are not there in your syllabus. These two curves are not there in your syllabus. But in case if you want to fit a curve of this form, okay, you can write down the normal equations accordingly to the transformation given. Okay, and this is the syllabus I would like to show. So the syllabus is here. So we have completed a root finding bisection method, Regular-Falls method, iteration method, Newton-Raphson method. So all these are all root finding techniques. After that, we have completed the discussion on Gauss-Lagrange, Gauss-Seidel, and after that we have seen curve fitting, in which we have fitted a straight line curve, second degree curve, and exponential curve by the least squares. Okay, so linear curve and second degree curve and exponential curves are only there in your syllabus, and other forms of the curves are not there, but I just have shown you. Okay, so with this we have completed the first 2 unit. Okay, in the second unit, okay, there are 2 more things you are going to learn. One is numerical integration, other one is numerical solutions to ODE.